Hello, beautiful, and welcome back to the Secrets to Alignment podcast with your host, Savannah Schaefer. I am so thankful that you are here. I am actually just wrapping up a session with all of the women inside Tranquil Minds, and it was so good that I wanted to pass it on to you guys. I want to give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek of the kind of content that we get into inside Tranquil Minds. It is seriously so potent, so powerful. It is the medicine that you need to hear in every single moment. Every single week, we dive into topics just like this one that we're diving into today. This is an excerpt of a 10-week course that I ran over the last 10 weeks, all around becoming a money magnet, shifting from scarcity into abundance, finally trusting that the universe has your back. And usually this course to the public, it is $11.11 to get your hands on the 10-week course, so $1,111. But when you join Tranquil Minds, you actually get access to every single one of my courses that I host for free. So if you would like to dive in deeper on everything I share inside this episode, please join us inside Tranquil Minds. You'll get access to the 10-week course that I refer back to throughout this episode. And I would love to have you. This community is seriously so important to me. Every single woman in there is actively doing the work to become their best self, showing up more consistently, loving themselves deeper, and deciding to truly take action in creating the life of their dreams. They also always have access to me in there. So whenever they are in a place where they need support, they need guidance, they have questions, they're trying to figure something out, there is a space specifically for that inside our community so that they can have coaching breakthroughs personally before they work with me, of course, like one-to-one. This is a space that is extremely accessible. I wanted to make it accessible for every single person out there. So it's only $44 a month to join. That's it. I wanted to make this accessible for anyone, no matter how much money that you make. And I really hope to see you inside. If you do join us, I am so happy to meet you, to chat with you, to dive in deep on everything that you are doing in your life. And if you enjoy this episode, please leave me a comment down below. If you need anything, any support from me, I'm always just a message away. Bye guys, enjoy the episode. This is session 10. You guys have made it. You've officially blossomed through your caterpillar to chrysalis, to the cocoon, to shedding every single thing inside, letting go of so much internally into this beautiful blossoming butterfly, the butterfly that you were always meant to be. And of course, as we continue to work through these things, there are always going to be experiences, challenges that come up that challenge every single thing that we're learning in this course. Even for me, I am 8 years into this, guys, and I still have my moments, okay? I don't feel 100% all the time, but utilizing everything that I've shared throughout this course, I always have something to lean on. I always know I can go back to my tools. I always know I can go do something to support myself. For example, the last couple of days, I'm pretty sure it's a cosmic thing. I'm sure Sarah knows. The last couple of days, energy has been off, okay? All of my friends have been going through it. All of my friends have been like emotional. I've been emotional. I've been in my head more than I usually am. I haven't felt like myself. I felt like I was doubting things and negative, and that is exactly why I decided to do something completely delusional today and go for a hike in the middle of my work week, which is something I never do because I'm always so focused on being productive and doing more so I can become the most successful version of myself. And I realized that I was doing it wrong. If I were to act as if every single thing that I wanted was already mine, that is what I would have done. I would have gone for a fucking hike and I would have celebrated. So I am celebrating beforehand, knowing that every single thing that I desire is going to come through while I am in the frequency of receiving it as if it's already happened. Okay, so that is something that, we do have to ground ourselves into. We have to take those times to center ourselves, to recenter, to lean on our support systems. Okay, you don't have to do it all your own. If you're having those days where you're
totally in your head and you're just not feeling like yourself, that is what this community is for. Obviously, we don't want to just be complaining and like trauma dumping. I don't want that to be the case, but I do want us to come to this community asking for solutions, asking for, hey, like, how can I get through this right now? What am I not seeing? What are my blind spots? Where do I need to shift my perspective? And for me, that's really all it was a perspective shift. And how I showed up even this morning, I decided this morning I am choosing to create from a different place today. Today is going to be different. I'm deciding from this point forward, it is going to be different. I'm no longer going to be in that headspace. I did every single thing that I needed to reset my energy, which I have a podcast coming out about that actually really soon here too. What I do to reset my energy. But this community is here to support you. So lean on us. We're here. Every single one of us have been giving so much feedback and responses, and I'm just so grateful for that. I seriously am so excited for you. This is exactly where you begin to spread your wings and see the beauty in the world like you've never seen it before. Starting to recognize all the abundance around you, starting to recognize all the synchronicities. And the less that we are in our head, doubting, being negative, spiraling, the more beauty we get to see in the world. And that is what I want to continuously lean into. When I finally took some space today to actually disconnect and not be in go, 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 do, produce, produce, produce mode, I recognized all of the angel numbers. I recognized all of the beautiful butterflies that flew right in my path. I recognized all of the angel numbers that were on the license plate of the G Wagon that I want to drive. I noticed all of the G Wagons on the road. I actually was in flow with the universe. And when you're in flow, when you're in full trust, that is where you receive. And with that being said, doing things that force you to trust. Today was an experience for myself where I challenged myself to trust that I am supported, I am safe, and I am guided. And I made sure to really surrender to that on this hike. I went completely by myself, which, as a woman, in today's age, a woman who has also listened to hella true crime in the past, I stopped doing that. But in the past, I listened to a lot of true crime, and I have all these scenarios that play out in my head of like what could happen if I go on a solo hike. So me taking every single step forward was me deciding I trust that the universe has my back. And as I completed my hike, again, there I was, supported, guided, always safe everywhere that I went. So that was another confirmation for myself of like, I am always going to be supported and always going to be guided in every single business adventure that I go into, in my abundance, in my relationship, and everywhere else. This is the kind of mindset switches that we want to be making so that you can see the beauty in the world, so that you can experience the world. If I would have stayed at home and said, I'm not going to go on this hike because I'm scared, I would have not seen all the beauty that I got to experience today. So take those chances and really lean in to knowing that the universe has got your back. Okay. So, number one, your reality changes when you decide it does. When you fully decide, when you make that decision, I am committing to this. This is the new reality that I subscribe to. Every single thing else that does not align with where I am going, I unsubscribe from it. There's a lot of talk about not the industry. I was going to say about the economy. There's a lot of talk about the economy. Everyone's talking about how prices are going up, how this is happening, how that's happening. People are not having like the funds to pay for things. Every single time someone says that to me, I say I unsubscribe from that reality. That's not the reality I choose to live in. Like that's just simply not. I know it sounds delusional and I might sound tone deaf. I don't mean to sound that way, but when I make those decisions that is not the reality I choose to believe in, I choose to believe in abundance. I choose to see all of the abundance around me. I choose to see all of the cars on the road that are worth millions. I choose to see all of the people who are succeeding. I choose to see the women who are getting promotions. I choose to see all of the greatness that is happening all around me, all of the people who are in line at the grocery store paying for their groceries because they have the abundance to do so. No matter if that's the last dollar in their bank account, they have abundance. They have the abundance to pay for the things that they need. Every single one of us are listening to this on a phone or on a laptop. You have the abundance to have a phone, to have a laptop. We have so much more abundance that we just need to continue shifting our perspective into. The more that you focus on the lack, the more that you're going to experience lack. Abundance is your birthright, okay? The same way a bird flocks in the sky effortlessly, the same way that a fish swims through the sea effortlessly, those things are happening effortlessly, just like we are happening effortlessly. We are expanding effortlessly. We are abundant effortlessly. We are worthy effortlessly. We are not needing to be so stuck and restricted. That's actually not who we are. That goes against all of the universe and how the universe is always expanding. It goes against every single law out there, okay? You are meant to expand. This is the moment where you get to expand. And when you are centering yourself in gratitude and you're taking the time to actually sit there and look in awe at every single thing in your life, that is where you attract so much more. Sometimes we're so stuck in thinking about all the things that we don't have, that we aren't experiencing yet, that we forget that we are in an experience right now that we once prayed for. We're driving the car that we once prayed for. We're walking into the job that at one point we prayed for. Okay, so do not allow yourself to get so caught up in the lack. Try your best to shift your focus and know that that's going to magnetize. And when you are in that gratitude, that is you feeling into the experience of already having enough. And that is beautiful. Money is absolutely limitless and it is always there for you. Every single time that you repeat that, every single time that you swipe your card and you ground into knowing more is on its way. I'm going to send this money effortlessly because I know that more is flowing right back to me. Every single time that you do that, you allow yourself to attract so much more. And the more that you feel into that daily, it's going to create more of that in your experience, more support. A perfect example of this, guys, is exactly what I just manifested last week. I went to Ireland. I had this suitcase that I've had maybe for like 2 years or something. I've taken it on like 5 trips. And the suitcase broke as soon as the guy put down my suitcase, right when I landed in Ireland. And I was like, oh man, like, all right, cool. That's not fun, but whatever. I get home, I tell Ty, I'm walking up the stairs, and I'm like, the only suitcase that I really want is from this company called Base. And Base is owned by a woman named Shay Mitchell. Shay Mitchell was in this show that I used to watch when I was in middle school called Pretty Little Liars. And it's the exact same show that I chose Aria's name out of. Okay. I had her name saved in my phone since I was 12 years old. And then one day Ty was like, what about the name Aria? And I was like, fuck yes. So, such an interesting coincidence. Now, Shay Mitchell is another star in the show. She has a suitcase line. The suitcase line is super freaking bougie. The suitcases are like $400 each. And I sat there and was like, I'm not gonna spend like $400 on a suitcase right now. Like, it's fine. Whatever. So I look at it, I scroll on the website, get off the website. Next day, I'm taking a nap on the couch because I'm super jet lagged. I open up my phone at 8 p.m. and I have a message saying, Base would like to collaborate with you. And I literally freaked out, guys. And it was $400 worth of a carry-on and a weekender bag. And this stuff is so bougie, like so nice, so amazing. And I just feel as though this was another example of exactly how easy it gets when you shift into that frequency of I get to have it all. I get to have it all. I get to have it all. Every single thing that I want is on its way. I know it's coming to me. Like I know that I'm going to manifest the money to make that stuff happen, or I know I'm going to manifest that opportunity coming to me. When that is the frequency that you are always radiating, you attract so much. When you believe that you're worthy of attracting so much, you attract so much. So stay present and stay super intentional with every single thing that you do, every single thing that you say, and release the situations, the people in your life, the negative thoughts that are bringing you dis-ease, okay? Because dis-ease is going to bring you disease. It brings disease into your life, okay? You have to take the time to actually remove those things that are no longer needed. The only limit in your life is the limit in your own thinking. The only limit in your life is the only limit in your own thinking. Stop thinking that you can't have it all, because you absolutely can. Those are limits that you are creating for yourself. And you are always attracting based on your state of being. When you are in a really high state of experiencing of like being, you feel more confident to go after the opportunity. You feel more alive to reach out to that one company. You feel more excited to shake hands with a person in the coffee shop because you like their shoes and next they're asking you for an opportunity to work with them. Okay. When you are in a better frequency, when you are focused on pouring into yourself in the mornings, when you set up your days to be the best version of yourself, that is when you attract so much more. Be proactive instead of reactive. And I mean this by centering yourself every single day, whether that's at night or it's in the morning. Center yourself. Actually set intentions. Don't just move through your day reacting to every single thing that comes your way. Take time to focus on what you need to. The more aware you are of the beliefs that you have, the less control they have to limit you. So, the more aware that you are of the beliefs that you have that are limiting you currently, the less control they have on you. So, just becoming aware is enough. I know that we think, oh my gosh, I need to fix. I need to fix myself. I need to become this version of me, all of those things. Becoming aware is good enough. Become aware and move differently. Become aware and take different action. That's going to allow you to move forward in a different route. You have the power to shift into that at any point in time. Any point. You get to decide, like right now, after this call, you can decide, I'm going to be the most abundant version of myself today. I'm going to be the most confident version of myself today. I'm going to be the most worthy version of myself today. Start making those decisions all the time, like several times a day. Because that change that you desire, it is made through taking action over and over and over, building belief over and over and over, making sure to trust over and over and over. That is the key to create the life of your dreams. So your mission is now to implement these consistently. And that's exactly what we do in Tranquil Minds. Now that you're connected with this community, this is the community that's going to hold you accountable to show up with intention and create the reality you've been desiring. Your last piece of homework, which I can't believe that we're here, is to write out all the expenses you'd like to have as the most upgraded, abundant version of yourself. I love doing this. So I think about myself like 5 years from now or 10 years from now, and I'm like, all right, well, I want an allowance of $1,000 to go on private jets. I want an allowance of this much to go on to this specific experience. I want to have an extra $2,000 to take a trip whenever I want during the month. I want to have an extra $500 to book 2 massages and get 2 facials. Whatever it is that you're wanting, start to journal out what that most upgraded version of you has. Whatever feels most expansive for you. You can go 5 years, you can go 10 years, whatever that you would like, but take the time to actually journal on this. I'm going to do this too because I think it's so expansive. Now, congratulations. You are the money magnet. You have everything that you need. It's time to go flock your wings, rely on this community. We are here to support you. I am always here to support you. If you're having a day, where you just need to shift your mindset, come to the community. If you're looking for a solution, I have the answers. Always. I am always here for you. I don't want to say that. You have the answers. I have the support. I have the guidance. Okay. You always have the answers inside you. You don't need me to do that, but I will help you shift your perspective. I will help you see things in a different light so that you can start moving forward sooner, faster, more efficiently, and actually create the results that you desire. Congratulations. Congratulations.
I hope that you enjoyed this episode. Once again, if you feel like this is the kind of content that your soul would just absolutely love, you'd continue to just thrive and stay on this journey of growing, evolving, expanding, I am welcoming you into Tranquil Minds. All you have to do is click the link down below to join us inside. We are about to kick off an incredible manifestation course here very, very soon. So that is on its way. I'm so excited for you. Please join us. And if you have any questions, I have got your back.